the streets, haters in the feet, rolling with the bunches when they come around.
Welcome to Decipher The Cypher. I am your host, #Camera Guy. Today we got an artist from St. Louis, Missouri, but now resides out in Atlanta, Georgia. He goes by the name of Oren Major. Now, Oren Major is a deep-minded MC, and today we'll be featuring a song that shows off that mind state. It's called Order. You can find it off of his debut album called Blinded by Ambition. You can find that album on Spotify, Apple Music, or Tidal.
King, queen, another vernacular of the nature. I write like I'm out of Shakespeare. I'm high like I'm on a spaceship. I crack the code of the matrix. My heart is dark as my racist to racists who tried to wipe out the traces of royalty and our nature. Enslaved us with our creator. They used to trade and degrade us, and now the prison enslave us. I'm using rhythms and rhythms as algorithms to save us. This shit is deeper than paper, deep as a twist in a movie. Niggas salute me with crucifixes and koofies, nigga. God flow truly, nigga. Don 4 Uzi grippers, scoping out you goofies with the toolie, and I do deliver.
Now, this song is littered with great bars throughout its entirety. So when I asked him what his favorite bars were, it was difficult for him to choose. But I really enjoy breaking down the ones that he picked.
The Nile ain't just a river like it should be if a nigga take a knee, cause he don't pledge allegiance to a symbol of the oppressed, and you claim you don't see it. Very strategic. All the actors white in the movie about Egypt.
Think about what he just said. Very strategic. All the actors white in a movie about Egypt. I won't even get deep into that because that's a whole nother topic on its own. Legit, when Oren Major dropped this song, I listened to it 15 times straight just to attempt to understand half of the messages he was getting at. But that's what good music does to you. It keeps drawing you back more and more so you can understand a new message that you probably missed earlier. But anyways, let's hear what Oren Major has to say about these bars.
This part of the song usually sticks out to me for many different reasons. One being that we live in a society where the truth is less sought and people are comfortable living in denial. So that's why I came with denial ain't just a river like it should be. I can't be content in a country where a man's decision to exercise his freedom by choosing not to honor a symbol and song of his oppression is a heinous crime. And in response, America says, we don't see color. Slavery was 150 years ago. And in the same breath called Black Lives Matter a terrorist group. You know, I'm from Ferguson, so everything about every injustice hits so much closer to home now. It's clear, and I just expressed that poetically.
Now, when I asked who or what his influences to make music was, I was very impressed by the artists that he chose. Now, when you name Lauryn Hill, Stevie Wonder, Erykah Badu as your influences, you are definitely a conscious artist. But lastly, he told me his overarching influence to make music is by a St. Louis group called Lab Boss. Personally, I don't know much about them, but if they inspire artists like Oren Major to make music, that's definitely a great thing.
Yeah, mumble rappers going platinum, niggas like me scrapping. Rap used to be a fraternity, now this shit a pageant. Dudes playing dress up, the real ones are playing catch up. I'm struggling not to let up and puff my chest up and make it happen.
Like I said in the last Decipher The Cypher, why on earth is XXL, Hot New Hip Hop, all these music and hip hop blogs bumping this mumble music 24/7?
You an old nigga, man, you washed up. Young Savage, man, I got my car washed up. Put up on a motherfucking nigga rock up. Yeah. Then I put up in a motherfucking Brinks truck.
That alone is a huge part in the reason people are saying hip hop is dead. And on a more broad scale, it's a reason that people saying black people aren't smart or are inferior. Because we keep putting out garbage like that and making it go viral. Why don't we focus on the artists with actual talent? Not just the people who know how to exploit the internet. Let's make the people who are pushing this culture forward go viral. Artists who understand that the music they create has a message, and to use that platform to push the most innovative and influential culture forward. Nobody can tell me otherwise that African American hip hop culture isn't one of the most influential in the world. Think about everything that hip hop has started, where it was started, who it was started by, what it expresses, what it was influenced by, and overall how far it spread. Shoot, even Obama listens to hip hop music.
If Drake and Kendrick Lamar got in a rap battle, who do you think would win?
Got to go with Kendrick. I'm just saying, I think Drake is an outstanding entertainer, but Kendrick, his lyrics, his last album was outstanding.
Excellent, all right.
Best album, I think, last year.
Hands down, the coolest president we've ever had bumps some of the coldest artists in the game right now. So the thing that pisses me off so much is that you have artists like Oren Major who are struggling to make it in the hip hop scene. But then you got guys like 21 Savage, Kodak Black, Playboy Cardi, making bank. Now don't get me wrong, I am not throwing shade at any of them for making money. I mean, they found an alley that they could exploit, make money off of, and become financially stable. But what I don't like is the alley that they chose has such a deep and rich culture behind it. I know there are artists who understand that and want to push that culture forward. So why can't we help them make the big money? Just by doing that, that forces everybody who chose hip hop as an alley to be better, because you won't end up making it on the scene unless you're good. It's just like any professional sport. You want the best showcasing your talents. So serious question I gotta ask. Double XL, where y'all at? Seriously, if y'all need help looking for musicians, shit, I'll help you out, man, because I got them on this show. Now, if you guys want to help a brother out who's pushing the culture forward, go check out Oren Major. He's currently on tour, and his next stop will be on August 4th at 7 p.m. at the Masquerade in Atlanta, Georgia. If he can't make that, he has another concert at the Poorhouse Music Hall in North Carolina. The last stop of his Blinded by Ambition tour will be on September 20th in the Bay Area. Now make sure you guys go follow Oren Major on all those social media platforms. Links to all that's going to be down in the description below. Also make sure you guys go follow me on Instagram at JuiceBox16 to see who I'll be featuring next. This is #CameraGuy signing out. Deuces!
Everybody takes the easy way out, you know what I'm saying? If it's something they have to think about, they don't ever really give it a chance. And it's unfortunate because there's a lot of good music out there. If you just sit and listen to it, they'll just listen to the hook and the beat, get they drink and they smoke and they dance on, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But there's more to life than just